Hi, my name's Bren Murphy, and welcome to my website, thepersonalcoach.com.au. I'll tell you a little bit about me and how I came to be doing personal coaching, and later on I'll explain how the process works and how we can work together and help you work through whatever process it is you're facing yourself with. First, a few things about me. My name's Bren Murphy. I live in Merriweather in Newcastle, and I'm just studying a final certification in neuro-linguistic programming and life coaching and yoga teaching and meditation. So I've fully embraced what some people call alternative therapies and alternative lifestyles, and it's all a great benefit in managing sort of my mindset and how I choose to live my life going forward from this point. But only a few years ago I was running a couple of successful businesses, but I was also working on a part-time consultant sort of basis with a government department, which could be anything up to 80 hours a fortnight. As well as that, I had a wife, children, mortgage, investment property, cars, credit cards, the whole shebang, the whole fandango. Anyway, long story short, I was also not managing myself right. I wasn't giving myself adequate self-care. I wasn't sort of doing it for the right purpose. I wasn't sort of following my own vision, and I wasn't just maintaining a sort of steady background level of satisfaction and fulfillment and contentment to keep going. So over time, there was no sort of dramatic episode of a turning point, but for me personally it was more pause, reflect and reinvent myself. And that started with withdrawing completely from certain people in my life, certain toxic friends, certain social situations, certain social settings. And a big underlying element in all of that was alcohol and smoking and eating the wrong foods and sleeping in, staying up late, being a consumer of entertainment instead of a producer, being a fan instead of a player, if you know what I mean. So the reality was I made a clean break, which now sees me doing yoga 4 times a week, running twice a week, following a mainly vegetarian diet, embracing green smoothies and fruit and vegetables, and what else is there? Going to the beach most days. Now, instead of having a warehouse, I work from home. Making the switch to a home-based lifestyle has been amazingly powerful, and I can help you explore that in your own life. And that's what I bring. My sort of overarching, my sort of main thing underneath my going to personal coaching was to help people who, like me, have had a relatively successful life and sort of travelled, owned property, moved around and pursued all the challenges they thought they should be doing, but still not sort of grasped that as connected and they're in alignment with their purpose, with your purpose, with my purpose. And since doing that and discovering the power of archetypes and the power of having your own vision and your own values and following your values and learning about personal integrity, it's really changed how I see myself and how I see my work and how I see how I can offer value and contribute to other people. So that's a bit about me. A bit about what I offer you is I've got a great experience in working in government departments as well as in small business, as well as previous to that I was studied at university for 6 years, things from diverse as started off in a Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Laws, moved into English teaching, moved into marketing communications, did some linguistics, and then finalised with a English teaching sort of progress report. But as sort of life evolved, I ended up with promotions in the government department I was working in, and that sort of took my focus off completing my studies. That said, I do have amazing experience of putting plans and setting goals and achieving results, as well as sustained effort and just watching a plan come from startup or even the imagined stage right through to implementing and setting up warehouses and doing online sales and marketing. So that's a bit about me and what sort of my background and what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for in you is someone who's willing and committed to the process. I've found that people who are committed to their own self-growth and self-development and making a change are magnificent to work alongside, and it's not so much a relationship based on me dispensing wisdom to you. I like to call it's called blowing the dust off your own self-awareness. So we just go look underneath and there it is. That's you have the answers. You know, you have the intuitive sort of grasp on where you're headed and what you need to do. It's not so much that I'll have some magic response or magic result for you. It's more that you, working alongside me, we can blow the dust off and clear a clear path, so you can have a sort of a measure of accountability and a plan to go forward to make meaningful progress, because that's what it's about. It's got to be meaningful progress, and more than that, just taking action. I've met with people who have had the feeling they wanted to pursue some sort of self-development or personal growth avenue, but never actually put it into place, never executed, never implemented, never followed through, never been accountable. And time moves pretty fast once you get to a certain age, and you can go from mid-30s to late 50s in a blink of an eye and you haven't done it. So that's what's critical now, to take action, to invest in yourself, and to make connections outside of your circle. Because looking at people within your circle for mentorship or advice, too often they have a vested interest in maintaining the status quo and keeping you, not so much not offending you or not unsettling you, and keeping you in your sort of current position so they can stay in their current position and keeping everything sweet. It's more, look at me as more of a trusted friend who will be able to offer feedback, and sometimes it is challenging feedback, which is why we do it, which is why you're coming. Anyway, that's the accountability and the getting the meaningful value from it. So that's the first thing, was just someone who's invested in change is a massive part of it. Point two is someone who's willing to do the homework, willing to commit and actually do it, because it can be a wonderful Sunday afternoon barbecue topic, the personal coaching idea, but the actual work I've found in my 4 years of progress so far has been pretty much from 5 a.m. till around lunchtime. It's a morning thing, so we really got to actually do the work. So it is cold in the morning, you are a bit tired, you've got to get up and get on with it and get into it. But again, I'm totally accessible, and I'll be around and I'll be awake as well, so I can contact you at those stages as well. The third point was having personal coaching as something, not as an acute psychological fix. So if there is sort of a deep underlying fix required, it's sort of our responsibility to sort of seek a professional medical help from another source. My personal coaching focus is more based on positive psychology, goal setting, implementing and accountability, and neuro-linguistic programming. So reframing the way you look at yourself, the way you use language to describe yourself, your peers, your expectations, your reality, and overall getting more and having less resistance and friction. And so sometimes it's been said, just getting out of the way of yourself so you can allow yourself to succeed and flourish. I'd love to talk more about this. You can email me, bren@thepersonalcoach.com.au, or get in contact 1300 084 004, and we can take it from there. Thanks a lot. Thanks for listening.